And you know what? I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking tired of the way she was a 15-year-old girl sitting with her back against the wall holding a sign. And then other kids joined her because they wanted a future. They like the idea of having a stable climate for when they get older so they can, like, think about college and shit like that. And you know what Trump did during his presidency at that time? I don't know if he was president or not. I don't know about that. Can't confirm that. But what he did do was talk shit to a 16-year-old girl. The leader of a country talk shit to a 16-year-old girl. And you know what she did? She stood the fuck up even taller. Because she's a badass. And now she's what, 20-something? Sailing on a boat with a whole bunch of other people to Israel to bring food to the people in Palestine, because you can't stand to sit there and watch them starve any longer. And they picked her up off the water because Israel's like, no. A peaceful boat filled with food? Punish them. Shit's backwards. If they're a boat full of bombs, they'd be like, right this way. Yeah, come right in. Oh, boat full of the food court supplies we ordered for the resort we're gonna put over this rubble here. And we're just gonna bulldoze it all. Just push it all to the side and just yeah, right this way. Netanyahu should be arrested and tried for war crimes, and so should Trump. There are a lot of leaders right now that should. It seems like this weird common thread, too, among all of them. They're all kind of doing the same thing at the same time, if you notice. And this fascism. It's fascism, isn't it? It's just kind of like settling down over the entire world in little spots. Like a virus. And it feels like a battle between good and evil these days. And people are like, oh, it's the revelations. No, that's just no. I think it can be explained scientifically. It absolutely can. There's an equation out there somewhere for what's happening right now in the world. I don't know that, but I do know there is one. You can't let it get to your heads. You can appreciate the spiritual significance of moments that come into your life and make you feel a certain way, maybe give you an epiphany or like a different perspective on things. But don't take it to the crazy place, okay? Where like you start like believing a whole bunch of shit that would cause you to do things you normally wouldn't. Because there's no rapture. There's no rapture. Um, that was supposed to happen in August 15th of 1987, and then because it didn't then, it was moved back a couple weeks to the 30th of August of 1987. But then it didn't happen then, and they were like, well, maybe another 2 weeks. But then it didn't happen then. And then they were just like, well, it's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen. Eventually, we're just raw. It's just numbers, you know. We're not good with numbers, so like, but it'll happen. That was what 30. I don't know. It was decades ago, and that's not what's happening. So please don't plan your life unless it inspires you to like do a whole bunch of good shit for everybody to see and just do right and justice for all and like flip the tables at the market like Jesus did and love your neighbor and love everybody and make sure everybody has what they need, like the bottom two tiers of Maslow's hierarchy, just so that you can ensure that when the rapture does come, which I think it might be in like 2 years, August 15th, 2027. See, it was just 40 years off. That's all. It just got 40 years, and just a smidgen, which is like just a smidgen in the grand scheme of time itself. But maybe you should just do all this good shit now, because you've been real, real, real bad. Like, you, you did bad. You did. So, like, maybe you should just do that and make up for it. And then, yeah. Because you have to atone. And at this point, wasn't there a point where, like he stops forgiving people? I think, yeah. So, so now you just gotta, like, kiss a whole bunch of ass. Not to Trump. Trump is not Jesus. Like, the actual Jesus. Like the love thy neighbor, bring in immigrants, I'll wash your feet, love your enemies, love your neighbors, love everybody. That Jesus. You know, um, kicking, um, people out because they look like migrants or are migrants, um, is not that. So that's how you know. Okay, we clear? Cool, cool. All right. So, anyway, it started with Greta and end with Jesus. There was, the train of thoughts. But anyway, yeah. I just Greta needs to. I don't know. Every time Trump yelled at her, I yelled at Trump on Twitter. I've never met her, but I just feel this like mother, like, did you fucking touch her? Like kind of vibe, and I really hope that she's okay and that she will be okay, and so everybody else will be as well on the Freedom Flotilla, and that everybody gets home safely, and that Palestine, people of Palestine, can get some food, and the moms don't have to sit there watching their kids starve, and not be able to do anything about that. That is a hell I've never known, or watch even worse happen, or kids watch. It's just really terrible what's happening over there. Like, atrocity, horror, war crime, nightmare, hell on earth, unjustified type of terror going on over there. And, yeah, I, to me, it doesn't make like a lot of sense. It's like, oh, should I get more money, or should I watch all these people die and maybe help them be murdered and just wiped? Okay, money. It doesn't. That doesn't. Like, how could anybody? I'm glad I don't understand it, but how could anybody do that? I I hope I'll never know what it's like to be someone like that. Just the worst, awful, most terrible type of person to ever walk the face of the earth.